In decades of combat operations, the A-10 Warthog, also known as the Thunderbolt II, is the most legendary aircraft. In 2014, the USAF attempted for the first time to totally retire the A-10 in order to save $3.07 billion over the 5-year future year defense budget, as well as another $500 million in cost avoidance for upgrades. They did, however, express a desire to assist the new F-35 squadrons. In 2022, the A-10 is not only still alive and well, but it is also undergoing a host of upgrades to keep it relevant for years to come. So let us investigate what causes the Hog's tusks to be so pointed. The number one game changer, the A-10 Warthog, reflects the changing nature of combat at the period. The US military needed a new generation of ground attack aircraft as the Vietnam War advanced. These birds must be faster and more robust in order to deliver weaponry to the battlefield while avoiding hostile fire. The US Army created a solution in the form of the development of a new generation of attack helicopters, starting with the H-1 Cobra and progressing to the H-64 Apache years later. The Air Force, on the other hand, had a different idea and wanted a fixed-wing solution. They took a novel technique as the earlier prop-driven assault planes were woefully inadequate. 10-headed Warthog arrives. The second design is one of a kind. The A-10 Warthog features an almost one-of-kind design. It reflects the aircraft's mission. The A-10's incredible maneuverability, especially at low speeds, is facilitated by its massive wing area, wide left and right ailerons, and high wing aspect ratio. Because the 420 is nearly as long as it is wide, it may be able to land as close to the front lines of combat as possible. The airframe's honeycomb design cuts weight while boosting strength. This allows the A-10 to engage targets from a greater distance and for a longer period of time. 3 distinctive characteristics: the A-10 has a visibility of 1.5 miles and can operate under 1,000-foot ceilings. This capability, combined with the Warthog's long loiter time, contributes to the Warthog's famed ground support capability. The Warthog also has a 10,000-gallon internal fuel tank, which gives the A-10 an 800-mile range. The Warthog's fuel cells are self-seal and are surrounded by anti-explosion foam on the inside and outside. The A-10 has undergone major upgrades and is expected to stay in service until 2035. The need to be able to survive in a disputed environment is critical to the improvements. This comprises Warthog pilots evading threats by employing long-range standoff weaponry in conjunction with innovative tactics. Boeing has been granted a $1.01 billion contract to supply 173 sets of wings to the Air Force for its Warthogs in 2019. The A-10 also gets GBU-39 small-diameter bombs and a new high-resolution display system, which includes an 11.61920 by 1080 pixel multifunction color display that replaces the cockpits. A digital primary flight display supplements the core 6-pack of analog instrumentation. This will include high-definition targeting pod footage and a new map engine. It is also planned to adapt Caesar tactics and engage maritime targets with age-guaranteed precision kill weapon system rockets. A-10 was also the first to utilize precision-guided missiles to engage multiple targets. With a single pickle button click, it was possible to drop 6 weapons. During a single pass, the aircraft can fire weapons at many targets with a single button click. Previously, 10 pilots could employ 500-pound class GBU-38s or 54 2,000-pound class GBU-31 joint direct attack munitions, and the aircraft would alert them if they could hit all of their targets in a single run. The 5th dogfight was won. In case of a dogfight, the A-10 also carries a pair of AIM-9M Sidewinder missiles. The AIM-9S are infrared, guided weapons with a range of 22 miles that allow the Warthog to engage an adversary fighter from a safe distance. The combination of the A-10's tight turn radius and AIM-9 provides a scary 1-2 punch to aggressive opposing fighters. When an opponent jet approaches an A-10, it has 2 difficult options: outturn the A-10 and fire its armaments before it can, or turn, tail, and go. The problem is that if you turn and leave, you'll fly right into the trap of the heat-seeking Sidewinder. As part of its mission to keep fighting on the Cold War battlefield, the 6th Highway Operation, located on the A-10, was formed to conduct activities like this. It is intended for short takeoffs and landings, and its landing gear has low-pressure tires for usage on motorways and even harder, non-standard terrain. As part of the broader exercise, 4 A-10s, Warthog attack aircraft, and 2 C-146 Wolfhound Special Operations transports engaged in a road landing drill in 2021. The Northern Strike is claimed to be the first occasion in history that a modern Air Force aircraft landed on a private road in the United States on purpose. Shark Teeth No. 7 are well known. Shark fangs are only used by the 74th, 75th, and 76th Fighter Squadrons at Moody Air Force Base. Other A-10 models have nose art, but not the well-known shark face. Its distinct design is closely tied to its history and heritage as one of the original 3 Flying Tigers squadrons of the 23rd Fighter Group. Claire Lee Chenaltand led the American Volunteer Group in defending China from the Japanese, prior to the United States' participation in World War I. The group was absorbed into the Chinese Air Force and flew under the flag of the Republic of China. It was only in operation for about a year before it was disbanded. However, the U.S. Air Force claimed that it destroyed 297 enemy aircraft at that time. No, 8 Titanium, the bathtub, is one of the most intriguing aspects. 10 Facts is worried about its armor. The skin of the airplane is not structural, therefore any damage to it does not risk the heavily reinforced airframe. The most secure functions are the cockpit and flight control. These are surrounded by 12,000 pounds of titanium aircraft armor in the titanium bathtub arrangement. This armor is oriented to deflect incoming fire and has a near-perfect safety record. When paired with the glass and canopy, all of which are impervious to small weapon fire, the aircraft's total armor accounts for slightly more than 7 of its empty weight. Surprisingly, the A-10 has such good weather protection that it can fly through supercell thunderstorms. The Air Force even uses the A-10 Warthog to monitor severe weather patterns. The 30mm GAU-8 Avenger automatic cannon is stationed in front of the aircraft. The front landing gear retracts from beneath the wings in an offset position. The massive weapon can be accommodated in this form, with the back wheels aligned with the fuselage. The barrel of the GAU-8 protrudes from the snout of the A-10.
It is the most powerful automated cannon that has ever been installed on a plane.
The Gatling gun accounts for 16 of the 10's weight. The GAU-8A is designed to fire depleted uranium rounds that are high explosive, incendiary, and armor-piercing. These projectiles are roughly the size of beer bottles and fire at a rate of 3,900 rounds per minute. The Gatling gun quickly warms up and can only fire for a few seconds at a time when pilots fire it. Finally, here are the top 10 virtual reality pilots. Some 10 Warthog pilots are currently being trained using an actual computer game known as Digital Combat Simulator World, or simply DCEs. The 355th Training Squadron at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Arizona is enhancing standard ground and air training routines by using DCs in conjunction with commercially available virtual reality headsets and other gaming devices. The pilot of the Mach Warthog then goes about performing various simulated jobs at a nearby control center while supervising the entire simulation. Ground operations training includes taxi, takeoffs, landings, formation, flying, weapon use, and other critical competencies. Despite claims that it is vulnerable to modern air defenses, the aircraft's combination of strong armor endurance, low speed agility, and lethal weapons makes it a terrifying presence for opponents on the ground. As a result of these factors, the A-10 is likely to remain for the foreseeable future. However, it is unknown how many will be flying in the next years. So let us all give a giant thumbs up to the United States. There's also this video Yes, this video. So if you're going to learn something from it, you might as well like it, right? If you're feeling very kind, subscribe to the channel and notify us when new videos are released. Thank you for stopping by to watch.